Woven is a dance production, a partnership between Jazz Art Dance Theatre and the New World Dance Theatre. And the concept behind the title stems from a desire to bring together different artists, different choreographers, different dance organizations, weaving together using dance and the moving body and music to celebrate diversity, to celebrate uh, our different responses to life through dance, and it was a unique celebration because dance has been taken away from us in performance, live performance, because of the pandemic. So it was a desire to have a celebratory platform, bringing everybody together to say, okay, we've come through this pandemic. Let's just create and share this with people once again. So that was what the production was about. Okay, so the inspiration came from the pure desire to just get everybody back onto stage. We've had 2 years of pandemic and 2 years of being starved of live performance, and also for artists, it's been a really difficult time because we've not been able to um, partake in the industry as we normally do. So the nucleus of this idea was specifically having a celebratory platform to bring everybody together, because Jazz Art Dance Theatre has a fantastic platform here at the Artscape Theatre, and we wanted to open this door, bring everybody in, and invite the audiences back. And it just so happened that during our performance run, the final restrictions were lifted, and we were able to open the doors without restrictions. So it was really beautiful to have that show and to mark that opening again. But the title Woven, it's about how all of us as unique individuals, we weave through life. We interact with one another. We join on each other's journeys, and we move off in different directions. And with dance and with performance, you can go anywhere in the world, and people will experience dance without any barriers of language, without any barriers of color or any division. It's something that everybody can appreciate. And when we all move with our bodies, it's like speaking and weaving one unified tune. So the title comes from this idea that we are all moving through our journey here on Earth, and how amazing to be able to weave in a creative way, create new things, create new productions, create new narratives through the moving body. The program started out with all 70 performers. We had 70 performers on stage, um, all weaving through space, encountering each other for the first time, and this was a really beautiful way to kick off the evening, which then moved into a solo performance by a young dancer that graduated from the Jazz Art Dance Theatre, Liam Lottering. I commissioned him to make a solo, and he entitled it "A Place Called Home." And what was poignant about the show starting in this way is that as performing artists, our home, our second home, let's say, is the theater, where we spend most of our time, where we spend many years of our lives creating work for people, through performance. It's our livelihood. And so to start the show with a solo, a young performer, very talented, was really special. And then we had beautiful ensemble works by Spoor and Daba Dance Ensemble. Their piece was really powerful. It had the image of a massive mythical bird on stage, and visually it was so striking. And then you would have something completely different from the Eon dance group, with their many dancers. They have such a big group of dancers in their training program, to have all of them on stage, young and fit and agile and so sharp. You can see their training is just really spot on. So we could appreciate the strength of the training program, and also the variety of the choreography by the three choreographers of that work. And from jazz art side, we had four works in the program. I commissioned two works, one by our two young dancers, Emile and Chesney. They created a duet with a table and chairs, and it was really powerful, really striking, really atmospheric about this relationship between the two of them. And then another quartet by one of our dancers, Keegan. It was really a striking work between the four unique personalities, characters on stage. I myself created a duet for two young dancers, and then our piece de resistance was a work by Grant and Sean from the Figure of Eight Dance Collective. They created an ensemble work for eight of our newly formed company members, and the work was titled "In Body as One," and it was a beautiful journey of different people moving back and forward, entangling, supporting each other, flying away from each other, and then ending with one person on stage. So from our side, it was quite diverse, quite um, different, from duets to quartets to full ensemble. And then we had works by New World Dance Theatre. They had large ensemble works choreographed by Marlon and Celeste from New World Dance Theatre. They choreographed for the Baba Yaya group, and also for their trainees, as well as freelance professional dancers. So in total, there was such a variety of works from different voices. We had three different solo works, each speaking to different stories and to different themes. There was one really poignant work entitled Phoenix by Louisa Talbot, which was dedicated to her mom, and this was really touching and really poignant. So the work was really, really varied, really dynamic, really touching, really celebratory. And to just see everybody coming together at the end in the final bows, and to have the directors and the choreographers coming onto stage to bow to a standing ovation, it was really special, fantastic platform, and we really hope to do this again in future. Okay, so the COVID pandemic, the impact on our training program has been immense, because our dancers have had to work from home, have had to work with restrictions in their rooms, dealing with internet issues. I myself, when I first encountered the dancers, was whilst I was in London in the UK over a 6-month period. I was in charge of the training program, creating choreography, creating programs, teaching them ballet, contemporary, and yoga. And of course, the challenges are there, because dance is something that it's done with the physical body in person in the room, and you correct each other, and you feed off energy from each other, vibrations from each other. So to have that removed over 2 years, it's definitely challenging. But I feel that as things have been opening up, we've been returning to the studios, we've been getting our fire back. And also, when something's taken away from you, you realize how much you care about it, how important it is. And I think all of us have come back now with a revitalized vigor for our craft and our career, which is very short-lived. So to take 2 years out of your dance career or your training is massive. If you have a short window like any athlete, you retire when you in your late 30s. So we've lost some time, but the reflection that we've had over the pandemic means that now when people engage with art, there's a vitality, there is an energy. And as an organization here, Jazz Art, we are excited and inspired about the future. Next year we will be turning 50 as an organization. So the program will be celebratory. We'll be looking back at our 50-year history. And for any dance organization to survive 50 years means that there's a relevance, there's a resonance, there's an importance. And we want to hold on to the foundations that have been laid for us to still be here 50 years later. We want to show to the audiences where we have evolved to. So a lot of new commissions that'll be coming through, a lot of new works we'll be sharing with our audiences, and also international partnerships. Because I've had most of my professional career in the UK, I'm very much interested in bringing organizations together in cross-cultural collaboration, dancer and student exchange. My training was in the UK through a scholarship set up by Nelson Mandela and Lady Anya Sainsbury, and I was able to see the world and have an amazing international career. And now I've come back, and I'd like to offer the possibility for a whole new generation of South African dancers to go abroad, and for a whole new generation of 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 artists from abroad to come to South Africa to see what it's like to live and create and breathe the air and the beautiful and they witness the beautiful sunsets and the energy here in South Africa. So Jazz Art has all of that in store, and we hope to continue our training program. It's quite a special training program that we have here that lasts for 3 years. We audition up to 20 dancers, and we train them for the 3 year period. And this is at no cost to them; it's free, which is really special. It's for me, it's one of the most important things is that we are offering this training program to develop and create the artists of the future. And now we've just formed a new company of 8 dancers that have graduated from the training program, and for the rest of this year we are celebrating them as the dancers of the future. We'd love to have more dancers in the company, but due to financial restrictions we can't of course expand. But for now we've got a company of 8, and we'll be soon doing auditions for the next training cohort for the next 3 years. So we'll be dealing with the company, the training program, and our outreach work. So on all 3 fronts, we'll be doing a lot to celebrate the 50 years and also to chart our way for the future. So the future looks bright, and we are happy and we are excited. And I feel really blessed to be sitting in this chair and to be able to talk about this because it is a special time, and we've come through a really difficult period. So onwards, forwards, upwards with positivity and vitality is what I'm holding on to.